Toronto local birders have been excited about a rare bird. There are rumors about sightings of a King Eider in Toronto's waterfront. Every day, people are proudly posting their photos of this duck on eBird and other social media. I have been looking for this elusive bird in various waterfront locations. This is my 5th time. Each time I have walked at least 20,000 steps. I saw plenty of other wildlife. This is a downy woodpecker. This is a red-tailed hawk. It is particularly fun to watch a group of red-breasted Mergansers performing the courtship rituals. You can see the male Mergansers are chasing a female which was fleeting. They are competing for her attention. Male Mergansers perform a salute by suddenly stretching their necks up with their bills open. They then dip their chest deep into the water. I am still looking for this fabled King Eider. Why is this bird such a big deal? King Eider is the Arctic duck. It probably will leave Toronto soon as the weather is getting warmer. And I don't know if the bird would return to Toronto next year because it's not a usual bird in Toronto. This is my 3rd time in Tommy Thompson Park in a week. I wish myself the 3rd time luck. I hope I find the duck. Guess what? I find it. That's incredible. Look, what do I have here? That is the King Eider. Look at this handsome boy. Incredible. Like other people have said, the lone King Eider is hanging out with a group of long-tailed ducks. It seems to be close to this one female. Is it possible that it falls in love with a long-tailed duck and interbreed with her? I have no idea, but I have seen other ducks interbreed with other species in Toronto. It will be interesting to see if they come back with babies next year. Why is this King Eider such a big deal? First, in a place like Toronto, it is basically a celebrity-level rarity. It is far outside its normal range. King Eider is a sea duck that normally breeds in the high Arctic. They normally spend winters in the Atlantic Ocean, Labrador Sea, and the Bering Sea. They live mostly in the coastal salty environments. Toronto and Lake Ontario are hundreds to thousands of kilometers away from its typical winter habitat. Inland, sightings in the Great Lakes happen only occasionally and are considered very rare. Secondly, it is a spectacular-looking duck. Even among ducks, the adult male King Eider is ridiculously handsome. It has a powder gray head, bluish face, bright orange knob on the bill, and a bold black and white body. Oh, I guess I forgot to mention, it also has a peachy brown chest. It is widely considered one of the most beautiful ducks in the world, which adds to the hype. Since it's not a local bird, why does it show up here? Well, the first reason is probably due to the storms. The storms can push sea ducks inland. King Eiders normally winter in Arctic and subarctic marine waters, especially around Labrador Sea, Hudson Bay, and Bering Sea. Strong coastal storms can displace seabirds during migration or winter, when birds are blown inland and then look for the largest body of water they can find. The Great Lakes act like a substitute ocean. This storm displacement explains many rare sea duck sightings in Toronto. The Great Lakes, including Lake Ontario, have become surprisingly attractive to diving ducks because of invasive mussels, especially zebra mussels. We can find a lot of zebra mussels in the lake. These mussels cover huge areas of lake bottom and provide massive food resources for diving ducks. King Eiders normally eat things like mussels, clams, and crabs. So when these sea ducks reach the Great Lakes, they find very familiar meals. Rare sea ducks are often spotted because they associate with other common species around Toronto waterfronts. They might include common golden-eye and long-tailed ducks. These are the golden-eye ducks. Here is a pair of long-tailed ducks. This is a male and this is a female. Where are the best locations to see the King Eider in Toronto? Well, it's most frequently seen at the Peninsula B of Tommy Thompson Park. It also tends to drift near the Portlands and Cherry Beach. If you wish to see it with your own eyes, hurry up. It won't stay in Toronto for much longer. The King Eider sighting is a very special occasion in the heart of the city as the winter ice begins to melt. These Arctic visitors will soon start their long journey back north, but there are still many interesting birding opportunities around, especially now that the spring migration has begun. Thanks for joining me. I will see you out on the trail for the next one.